Wowie wowie. Eden Towie? Tower? Eden Tower. Yeah. Curse to the Labyrinth. Reasonable tear rate. No damage. Notch sacks. Secret rooms. Good stuff. We'll be okay with this. We got a soul heart as well. So even if we take a little bit of damage, that's alright. That guy nearly farted that enemy into me and it would have been really sad, but the enemy actually died. Just in time. We could have died there if you did that a little bit sooner. Shielded tears. I don't know if I want those. I actually don't know if I want those. I actually genuinely have no idea. So I'm considering it, but I'm not making an immediate decision on that one. I don't think this guy can never mind. I was gonna say, I don't think that guy can damage me because he nearly touched me many times, but then he did damage me, and then that ruined my position on that point of discussion. So yeah, there you go. That guy can damage you, and it's quite sad because he moves erratically, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. And I guess you guys probably don't like that either. You guys probably despise the fact that he can damage people. And let's all start a group that's based entirely on hating large bugs that hurt my filios. Because let's be honest, we've all had those bugs in our lives. We've all had bugs in our lives that hurt our filios. And I don't want my filios to be hurt no more. So let it end. Let the hurt filios end. Man, none of these items are interesting. Let's see if we can find a dice room that can reroll all these things. Or something. I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a reach. Like a bit of a long-lasting grasp into hope. Because it's very unlikely we're going to be able to reroll these things. But I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want from these things, you know? I don't know what I actually want from these particular items that we can choose between currently. Because Shield of Tears, they're alright, but they're not. They can be awkward, especially when you're fighting Isaac or the blue baby, and he's shooting a million tears and you just can't really get through them at all. And I'm not sure if it's actually better to have Shielded Tears than not having Shielded Tears in that regard. I think they're probably not that good. Unless you have like something that allows you to pierce shots every now and then, or all the time really. Like if you have what's it called? If you have Death's Touch, then it's pretty good obviously, because then the tears just go through it anyway. And they still block the tears as well, so that's pretty good. But just Shielded Tears? I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So I might just leave that one alone. I'll probably pick up Stem Cell, because that's extra health and extra shot speed. And that's not bad. I'll just take that right now. And I'll shoot these things as well, just in case they contain like 10 coins. They contain 1, which, you know, still sort of worthwhile. It glows with power, or your rage grows. I think this has like a chance of making you deal more damage when you take damage, but I'd never remember how these items work. I never remember what these items actually do. Hive Mind. I want that. Because it's almost always good, and that's kinda nice. So let's try and get some extra coins, and that'll be lovely. It'll keep us from not having giant bugs that help us, instead of the giant bugs that only hurt our filios, which were previously mentioned. Let us find the bugs that will assist us in our endeavors. That is a heart. I was wondering what that was. I was sort of tempted to make the thing blow up like next to that, but then I thought, I can't really be bothered with that. I have a notched axe, I can just use that instead. Plus that's a lot safer, and I don't have to worry about my devil deal so much. Because I'm always a little bit worried about my devil deal when not dealing that much damage, and the items that we've gotten so far are not really assisting us in the dealing of damage. If we get Brimstone, then I'll probably get the Shielded Tears, because I don't remember if those actually combine at all. But if they do, then I'd have a Brimstone Beam that shields Tears. So that's kind of nice. I like nice things. Let's try and get nice things today. Let's try not to get killed by Pin. That's always like goal number 1. If we cannot get killed by Pin, then this run's already off to a good start. We're getting a lot of red heart containers, so that's the thing, I suppose. I'm gonna hurt some more rocks over here. just in case there's a ladder underneath it. Might as well try. We can't get secret rooms with this pickaxe, unfortunately, because they're always going to open anyway. So for that use, it's not that useful, sadly enough. But who knows? Maybe it'll come in use later on. I don't really like Fistula that much. He hurts a lot. Like if he actually manages to hit you, and it does get a little bit scary. It does get a little bit scary every now and then. It gets all like complicated where you have to stand and then you accidentally shoot a couple you don't mean to shoot, and before you know it, boomity boom, damage. Look at that. That's damage. And if I take one more hit, then that's our devil deal gone. And I am a little bit concerned. So let's take it nice and safe. Nice and safe. Let's just kill them over the rocks so the other enemies don't spawn. That's good. That's less good. But there's already so many dead enemies that will probably be okay. Yeah. We got this. We got this. Now I'm kind of happy we got a lot of soul hearts, because if there is like a devil deal which requires a lot of hearts, then at least we have that. Yeah, that required a lot of hearts from my side of the coin right there, so very happy about that. Bad gas, perfect. At least we're dealing more damage, so I shouldn't be too unhappy about that, but I don't know. This pentagram, it's not that exciting. I'm not that excited right now. My build is not very exciting, but it is still better than the build I had the last run. And I did beat that run. So there is that. I did beat the last run we did, and that build started off considerably less exciting. So if I can beat that run, we might just be able to beat this one too. And that will be lovely. But can we kill these 4 spiders? There we go. Rocks, 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 rocks. At least we are also capable of destroying a lot more rocks this build. So that's kind of nice. We have a lot of red hearts available in that room as well. So if there was a point to that being there, that would be kind of cool. I guess we could go through that sacrifice room up there. I mean, there's not much else going on in this room, so I might as well, I suppose. I might as well. Not really anything stopping me from doing that in my life. So I got that going on for me. Ugh. Just this floor, though. Yeah. I'm disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in this floor. That's how I'm feeling about this whole situation. Give me thanks. Yeah. Can I get more than one thing from this, actually? I don't actually know. Let's not try that anymore. Because inevitably there's still going to be like a spike in one of these rooms and I'll just die. And then everyone's going to laugh at me and I'll have to live in a cave from that point on because they all laughed at my Binding of Isaac lack of skills. That's what happens. When you laugh at someone who isn't very good at the Binding of Isaac, they start to live in a cave. They become hermits. And that's your fault. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. I was hoping we could get Hive Mind, but I didn't even try to bomb the donation machine. And also didn't really care. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't really care that much. We don't have flies yet, and who knows, we might never get flies. Haven't gotten a single guppy piece so far, and we're already in the caves. In the darkness. In the darkness we are. To this dark, dark cave. One thing I wouldn't mind if the next Binding of Isaac DLC would have like a big torch, like a big lumpy torch that you can carry around. Kind of like in those things in Spelunky, where it was like you had that like these dark levels, and in those dark levels you had this lamp that was attached to stores in that game. And you could carry that lamp around. Not everyone actually knew that because you had to like bomb the lamp as well, but you could carry one of those lamps around and light up the area. It was really awkward and didn't really help out in any way. But it was something you could do. I wanted an unwieldy lamp in the next Isaac DLC. That would really make me happy. I think I would be really disappointed if that ends up not being there. Is that another hive mind in the... since we... That's weird. I guess there's just a lot of hive minds on this particular one. Let's just do it. Let's try to get that soul heart. I wanted the soul heart because we took the damage. And the damage made my potential slightly less high. My potential has been decreased currently. And I need a coin, please. Yes, that'll do. That's the quantity of coins that was required to make my life have somewhat more potential than it previously did. Thank you, video game, The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. for giving me these things that I currently no longer require, because the thing that I did require to get to this point in my life has already been acquired. So thanks, game. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Yeah, go. He has a good skull with red stuff under it. What are these things even? Like, who made these skulls? Who made these skulls with the red? And made the red their only weak spot, but they need to raise the red to do an attack. Like, that seems awkward and unnecessary. And if I had to live a life like that, I don't know if I would move. I guess that's why they're not moving. They probably can move, but they just choose not to because they prefer the safety of their own home. That's probably what they prefer. That's probably what they prefer indeed. Ultra Pride. Good. Peachy. Perfect. Just what I like to see. At least he lights up the room with his green. So there is that, I suppose. But his green also scares me because it may damage my feelings. I already picked up the red hand last time. I don't want to pick it up again now. I don't want to pick up the red hand every single run. It's too good. Might get me guppy again, and that would just be too convenient. So let's not. Let's not get gup. Let's not get the guppity gup. The guppity goop. Gibbity gop. Hip hop. Skabop. Skibbity beep. Beeble Jeeble. I'm just making sounds to make this room go by because there's really not much to say, but like two red dudes following me around like it's nothing. Why do they follow me? Why do they love me so much? Do they want my autograph? Do they want the autograph of the great Gar? The one who once played the Binding of Isaac and won once? Because I would want that autograph in my life. I could make it myself. I could forge my own autograph. Is that a thing that people do? Do people forge their own autographs? Because they really wanted an autograph of a famous person and they happened to be that famous person they wanted the autograph of, but they were too shy to ask themselves, obviously, because they generally get looked at a bit weirdly when they ask for their own autograph out loud. Even though I could probably do that in this video, people would just be like, well, that's just him again with his words and his sentences, and they'll just be like, yeah, that's just what he does. He asks for his own autograph because he's so amazing. And I'd be like, yeah, and, you know, people would be alright with that. But generally speaking, when people ask for their own autographs, that's a little bit odd. That's a little bit unusual. And they'd have to forge their own autograph. But I don't think that's happened very often. I somehow don't think that's happened very frequently yet. Somehow. I wonder, do you think that famous people, like super ultra famous people, have ever just written their signatures on things and then pretended to be not themselves on eBay and just sold stuff for ludicrous amounts of money? Because I think if I were an actually famous person at all, then I would probably do that. I feel like that would be a thing I could get into. Just selling things under a fake name that have my autograph on it, and it's like, wow, signed by that guy who was also in the thing. And people would be like, whoa, that's like ultra rare, that does not exist anywhere else. And I'd be like, damn right it doesn't, because I don't sign anyone else's stuff. Because I'm a big jerk who just wants a large quantity of money. And you'd be like, whoa, this is like the only time that he wrote anything down. Most people were theorizing that he couldn't even write. How do we know this is even his autograph? And then it'd be like, well, you could ask me. And they would, and then they'd hear his voice and be like, yo, you sound an awful lot like the dude whose autograph I am currently attempting to acquire. And then he'll be like, yeah, but if you don't tell anyone, then you'll get a discount on this purchase. And then, like, the person buys it, and it's like, I'm gonna spread the news anyway that you're doing this, and he'll be and then no one will believe him. Like, why would you believe it? He's been so nice to the community. He's done only nice things in the communities thus far. Like, he's been saving every puppy. Every puppy has been saved thanks to this great stranger. And without him, there would be no more puppies. Without that person, the puppies would be gone in the world. So they can't imagine him doing that for that quantity of money. But here we are in this strange world we live in. Also, I got Abaddon. Abaddon's pretty cool because it removes all your red hearts and makes you look real strong and stuff. But anyway, that's what the life he secretly leads. He looks to be such a great person, but in the background, he is the autograph salesman of his own autograph, which he forged himself, and therefore didn't even need to ask himself to get the autograph. And that is the story of maybe someone. Maybe like, I'm pretty sure that everyone who watches these videos are all just like this clique of incredibly famous people who are hiding under pseudonyms. That seems like a reasonable, like, assumption to make, I think, of my videos. That everyone's just ludicrously famous. And everyone's just keeping these videos to themselves so they don't get hassled on, like, social media. And, yeah. I'm on to you guys. I'm on to every single one of you guys while I am playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth by myself. And I'm maybe forging my own autograph as well. You might not be alone. Maybe I have done this. Maybe I have forged my own. I'll be honest. I probably haven't written my autograph or signature or anything that basically means the exact same thing. What is the difference between an autograph and a signature anyway? Like, I generally don't know, but that's a tangent for another time. But I probably haven't actually ever written my signature / autograph twice the same way, ever. I think at some point I actually changed the way I started just writing it entirely as well, so that didn't help. That did not help in my process of making it the same twice, but that's mostly because at some point you realize having a long, well, semi-long signature really actually not that useful for anything and mostly just irritating, so you just make it as small as humanly possible. After a while, you just scribble. Like, after a while, you just stop writing anything down, really. Does this work? I'm not actually sure. Oh, it does. Huh, weird. Wasn't actually sure if mushrooms could cover those gaps, but apparently they can. But, after a while, you just get really underwhelmed by the whole signature thing, because it's not actually that... I mean, your own signature, you can write a whole lot of those. I mean, you're not going to get that much excitement out of that afterwards. Kind of wish I still had my red heart containers. I guess that's why I still carry around this bloody penny, because I thought I sort of did. Because I'm just mindlessly driveling while playing this game currently, and I'm not really paying attention to what I'm actually doing. Like, this build's like doing a pretty good job on its own, so I'm just going into like my happy place, just to call it, I suppose. That's pretty much where I go with these videos. I just turn off my brain, play some Isaac. Every now and then I'll actually turn on my brain and be like, okay, I actually need to stay alive. I actually need to put some effort into this. But this is one of those builds again where it's like, I'll be alright. At least for a while. Like, at least I'll be able to get through the caves with this build. Are we still in the caves? I'm not even sure. I'm pretty sure I am. Catacombs, I'm pretty sure that's the caves. Pretty sure that's the caves, yeah? Hey, alright, cool. But, yeah, I've also completely forgotten what I was actually talking. Like, yeah, after a while, your own signature doesn't really... It mostly just starts to irritate you, and you just make it as like unreadable as possible. After a while, you just start making drawings, very detailed drawings of pancakes, and see if the delivery people notice. The delivery people probably don't actually look what you wrote down. They probably don't assess the signature and then go, I don't think this is your signature, you need to try again. Especially since a lot of male people now have those like digital signy thingies, the ones where you have like the touchy pen thing, and I don't think anyone can actually write anything with those things. I don't think there's a single human in the world who's actually capable of writing anything like legible with those touchscreen things, because they're never quite sensitive enough to be usable. So your signature, like, you try to write it down normally and it starts off well, then it stops registering for a second, and then it's like, oh, hang on, I'll fix this. And that's where everything will go wrong. That's where everything just takes a turn for a very disastrous moment of your life. Because the moment you try to fix your signature on one of those touchscreen mailman things, it will just become just a black hole. I mean, that's probably the best description for what it actually becomes, because it just... The touchscreen just loses its mind when you try to fix it. It's just like, no, you've gone here. This is all your fault, and you're gonna live with this for the rest of your life. I was kind of hoping one of those would be a key. Oh, I guess it kind of is. I'll just use this, I guess. It's probably more useful to have keys right now anyway. But yeah, if you've ever tried to fix your signature on one of those mailman electronic majiggle wiggles, And you actually succeeded. I think you're actually either the person who made the thing or a ghost. Like some sort of genie ghost who spends all day long practicing with a thing they stole. Like, you're a ghost. You're clearly haunting the mailmen people. The mail delivery people. And you're like... Yeah, you just stole one of those things, and you just like, did I put it in my postal van? And then they look over there and they find a second one, which you stole from someone else, and put it there, and thus the cycle basically continues forever. Like, you just keep replacing these things in various different houses all over the world, until you've just gone in one big cycle, until the first person has gone through a long enough period of time where it seems sensible that he has indeed forgotten it a second time. And that's also one of the, like, viewer bases I'm trying to reach with these videos. I'm trying to reach the people who are ghosts that haunt mail delivery people by moving their stuff around, by cycling their mail delivery tablet righty thingies for people's signature across various different mail delivery people. That's the specific viewer base I'm trying to reach. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Like, so far, that and incredibly famous people who don't want to be hassled, it's a niche market. It's a pretty niche market, but I think it's working out so far. I'm not gonna take that. I would have considered taking the bandage, but it doesn't actually give you a red heart container. And, well, it gives you a red heart container, but it doesn't give you a red heart. So if I had gone in here, it would still be a soul heart devil deal, had it not been Krampus or red chest or something like that. So it would have just been more red hearts that I don't really want. I kind of like having no, like, red hearts anyway. Also, we've been over 20 minutes now, so I might as well just see if I can find my item rooms here. There's no reason to go for my boss rush right now. All we gotta go for is mail delivery people and Mel Gibson. That's who I imagine is, like, Mel Gibson watches my videos, and he's probably also the only person that watches my videos. He has like 10 different accounts to make it seem like he's like several people. I'm on to you, by the way. Like, I am definitely on to you, but yeah, he's like 10 different people, like, comments on all of my videos with those 10 accounts. It's quite impressive, really, when you think about it. Sometimes he has entire conversations with himself. And yeah, that and mail delivery people. But like, Mel Gibson just clicks on my videos so often that it just seems like they have a certain amount of views that way. It's pretty, like, he really dedicates himself to the job in that regard, and I commend him for that. I commend him for the hard work he puts into watching my videos. And thank you, Mel Gibson, for doing these things. This might be the first run where we're not gonna get a stopwatch from one of these shops. I'm genuinely looking out for it now. I'm genuinely looking to see if we can get a stopwatch every single run forever, but I think this might actually be the first run where we might not get one since we've unlocked it. So, you know, milestone. This is a pretty important milestone to reach. It took a while, but we still have one shop to go. It might be greed, but it might be a stopwatch as well, so who knows. Put that in there. Get no soul hearts at all. Wow, okay, cool. Get the body. I don't really want the body. The body doesn't really do anything for me. The body really only hurts my feelings. I guess I could have probably used the pickaxe to break these things, but I forgot. And that's my reason not to do it. That's my reason. I just completely forgot I've had the pickaxe for quite a while. Actually, like that's pretty much how it is. I've just pretty much just completely zoned out on actually having the pickaxe at all. And I'm just moving along with my life because of it. And that's Guppy's tail. There's a bunch of people that are trying to shoot at me, and they all died before they had a chance. But still, we got a Guppy piece, and that's pretty cool. We got a soul heart, I believe, from one of those rich chests, so that's kind of neat as well. And we got confirmation that Mel Gibson is indeed watching my videos, along with a large quantity of mailman ghosts. So that's good as well. Bear throw! I guess I shouldn't have, thingy the thing. I shouldn't have picked up the dry baby, because I don't really care about the dry baby that much. I don't really care about the dry baby. It's not really that good, really. I mean, it blocks tears, but it's also the second follower right now, and I'm kind of happy he is the second follower and not the first one, because that would make Little Brimstone a lot worse, but like, he doesn't really do a lot once you start to move at all. And I do like movement. I am a fan of movement in this video game. So, yeah, I don't know about that. Should I take that? I don't know. Many questions. I guess I might consider doing that, but not right now, though. Not right now. If I can teleport out of that room, I might consider it. Otherwise, I'll just stick with Bertho and not do that, because I'm still guessing I'm probably not gonna get Guppy unless we get some cool devil deal on this floor. Maybe on the next one, but oh damn it, sir. But I'm guessing we're not gonna become Guppy this run. But you never know. Like sometimes it's just like, hey, here's 2 Guppy pieces at once, just randomly show up for the sake of it, because this is Binding of Isaac and we do what we want. Like, and then they show up a bunch of spiders here while trying to prove a point that would totally happen in this particular run, but no.
It was not to be. Unfortunately, it was not a possibility for the run that we are experiencing on this wonderful day of our lives. I'm gonna break all these skulls with my pickaxe now because I remembered I have it and it was useless. Nothing was gained, nothing was acquired, but we're still getting a lot of red hearts, and that's lovely.
So at least there's that, right? At least we're getting a large quantity of red hearts because of this bloody penny. It's perfect. Pretty much the perfect item. Thanks, Dry Baby, for your effect. I'm going to take that. I'm going to use it. I'm going to pull it back down. I'm going to use this. It's kind of a shame that the Empress card doesn't give you the nail effect instead of the Horror Babylon effect, but what are you going to do? That was a good push. Let's try it again. Oh, that was like a almost equally good push. I kept overshooting. It made me sad. I'm saving my Bertha rune for the chest, basically, because it's the best place to use it, usually. Unless there's just like 4 good items immediately, but... Oh man, for a brief moment I thought it was a stopwatch again, but it was the broken version. I was like briefly like, no way. There was no way, but indeed. We have reached that famous milestone of not getting the stopwatch on a run since we've unlocked it. We have finally made it to this point. 20,000 runs later. I have been made a father since then. Since we've unlocked it, I have made 14 children and gave them up for charity. And it was beautiful, actually. It was a beautiful ceremony. It was. And that's what happened. That's how long it took. 14 babies. Now we're going to fight Mom, who didn't agree with me giving up 14 children to charity. I don't even know how that would work. But there's probably some charity instance that would take children, right? That's I don't really know how charities work, really. I don't really know what charities do, but they seem like good people. They're trying to help the world, is what they say. So, I believe them. I believe just about anything, really, so I'm willing to believe that, too. I'm willing to believe them. I should probably just start next to one of those holes, but I didn't. I probably should have done that, because I was just sort of sitting there. Like, if I sit next to the hole, then the hand would come out every now and then, and that would be good, because it would do the thing. Like, the hand would come out, and then the meat cube would just destroy her, and that would be very effective. That would be very nice. Brimstone, baby. Thank you very much. That was what I was trying to do with the Brimstone, BB. But it took an oddly large quantity of time. I don't like this room at all. I do not like this room one bit. This is not my favorite room in the game. That was not my favorite room in the game at all. There were too many red things that shut things at the things. That was not nice. That was not good. That was not a fine experience to talk my 14 children about on their deathbeds. This is becoming really morbid. I don't know where I'm really going with this story, but it's becoming really horrible. Maybe I should put my mind elsewhere, but it's hard to suddenly just start talking about something else, you know? It's hard to just suddenly change the subject. It's something I definitely never do. I never just suddenly change the subject into just something random. That does not sound like the kind of thing I would do. So it's quite difficult to just suddenly like change your entire mindset that way. And that's why we'll probably still end up being on that mindset for the rest of the video. But I'll try to tone it down on whatever the hell it was I was talking about. Because it went to weird places. I got hit by envy just now. Like, that's where my mind is currently. Like, it's just not... It left. My mind has left me. And I don't know what it's left me with. But what is available in our lives currently is not the most pretty thing. It is not the most pretty thing in the world. So, let's try to put our minds in a place where we don't get hit by envy. Because let's be honest, that is punishable by death. That is actually punishable by death. And, I mean, on the basement, it's like, alright. You don't have a build yet. You have, like, the pickaxe and the glasses. You can't really do that much to envy with those two items. Fair enough, you got hit once, but we're in the womb. We are beyond the point where we no longer have a build. Now we have 99 bombs as well. Should have rerolled that. Should have rerolled that to see if that would turn into one of the items I haven't gotten yet, but I didn't. I chose not to. Still didn't actually look what that last item is I still need as well, but... oh well. Trying to look for tinted rocks, marked rocks, whatever they're called. Still pretty sure they look like these with an X on them, but I can't tell. I still have a hard time really telling what they would do, so I'm very sorry about that. If I have missed many a tinted rock, I'm almost sorry about that. Almost. Very almost sorry about that. So I hope you can forgive me. I think the dry baby is actually blocking those tears currently. Either that or I'm cheating, but I'm pretty sure it's the dry baby because I don't think I'm cheating. Oh god, now I have to... man, couldn't they just like shoot tears all day long? I don't want to move. This is like the best boss to like not move in. Just stand on the side here and just shoot like this. But no, you have to summon the scary leg people. And look at where we are now. Trying to dodge the scary leg people. Is that really what you wanted me to do, game? What? How was I supposed to dodge that one?
It's impossible. It's impossible is what it is. That's the mark. I'll take that.
Kind of scares me a little bit, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit frightened that death is inbound, but there's a chance we won't die. There's a chance that we're not going to get killed this run, so I'm going to take it. I'd rather have the extra damage for effectively 2 soul hearts than not do that. That doesn't seem worthwhile. That singular red chest does not seem worthwhile. I don't like this room either. I'm finding a lot of rooms I'm just not digging so much right now. Like rooms where you just sort of get pinned down immediately and take damage because of it. I don't like this very much. I'm going to take this. Oh, is that a problem to take that? Is he going to take the followers with him? No, he's not. I think maybe it was the original game where he like moved the followers along as well, and it was actually quite irritating. It was actually quite scary when your followers moved around. But then again, in that game, the followers weren't really that good. There weren't really very many good followers. Like the Brimstone Baby and the Rotten Baby. I'm pretty sure they were both added in this game. And that's pretty much by far the best followers in the game. So I think, like in the original Isaac, it just started to become better to just not take followers at all because they just move around things that you didn't want to move, and it was just, it was a mess. It was a big old messy mess, so people just sort of tried to avoid followers after a while, and it just ended up working out better for a lot of them, so. Yeah, in this game, the followers are definitely considerably improved in that regard. Give me something good. And then I got Abel, who is the best follower. The finest of warriors, by far, really. The finest of creatures to help you out. That guy turned invisible. How am I supposed to fight a ghost? I'm not the mailman. I don't know how to fight these things. I am afraid of some ghosts. I'm not a ghost booster. Not a ghost booster, I'm not. I'm gonna push this. I won't. Oh. I totally saw that, and that was part of the plan. Oh. Ooh. Getting a lot of items from these golden chests randomly. That's kind of fun. There we go. That's a lot of damage. Thank you, Bob's brain, for helping me out fighting these terrible creatures. Now, don't kill me. Please. Please, Bob. Don't kill me. I can't die now. It's been too long since we've died. I can't die again now. I'm not used to it anymore. I'm not lost anymore. I've been found. I've been found, my boy. My boy, Bob. Alright, go. Hooray! If he dropped the soul heart, I would have been so happy. As you can probably imagine, happiness is not inbound currently, because I didn't get a soul heart from that guy. That's okay though. I'm willing to forgive him this time around. Brimstone BB. I don't really know how I didn't take damage there, but that's like a common occurrence at this point. Stuff just sort of happens. But now I'm next to my little dry baby, who I may have previously said wasn't that good, but I am now no longer moving, so he's a lot more effective. There we go. Mom's heart didn't do the brimstone thing. Everything's great. That was pretty fun. I like that. Now, can we make it to the chest without being dead? That's the goal we're going for right now. I guess I could just bomb through some of these rooms, but I'm a little bit scared. Like, I'm a little bit scared right now. A little bit frightened. Slightly frightened. I am a slightly frightened little boy, and I do not wish to be scared no more. I know that Balls of Steel is in here somewhere. I'm pretty sure that we got Balls of Steel this run while I was rambling. I'm pretty sure that's a thing that happened and not something I imagined. It's very possible it's something I imagined because I was rambling a lot at one point. And I wasn't really paying attention to the run. There's just like that point in like the caves where it's like nothing's really going on. Nothing's really happening. Let's be honest. I mean, stuff is dying. But overall, the caves is not the hardest place in the world. It's usually the caves was usually like the place, like the first place where I'd get the no damage like achievement stuff. Because for some reason, the caves are usually not that bad. They don't really... Like, the basement has a lot of spiders, and, like, you want to go into curse rooms as much as possible. Because you don't really have a build yet, and it's just a good idea at that point. And... then the caves is usually just quite nice. It doesn't really try to hurt you that much, it just tries to have a pretty good time. Then the depths just is filled with horribleness and like those weird mask things and just general nastiness and ugh. And then the womb's even worse. And then the cathedral and like the cathedral I don't think even has a no damage thing. And then the chest, you usually just get like some sort of ridiculous build and then you don't take damage that way. But the caves is always sort of that point where nothing's really happening. And might as well just ramble for the entire duration of it, because there's just not that much to say about the caves. It's not super exciting. It's just sort of there to give you soul hearts, to give you items. That's really all it's for. Like, the basement's there to kill you. The caves is to give you a breather. And then there's the rest of the game. Then there's, like, the rest. Because the depths can be nasty. The womb, you start taking twice as much damage. And the cathedral has, like, the bosses and stuff. So it's like, yeah. Things are happening. Things are exploding into a scary, scary place that I don't want to die in. But the caves are always just like, take a breather. Let's just make you think about how this run's going, how life's going in general. I hope you're having a great day, and I love you. That's what the caves are. Caves are like Rodriguez's little love letter to the player. That's what they are. I don't know if there's anyone called Rodriguez in the team of Isaac creators, but what I've learned from first-person war-based shooters is that every team has a Rodriguez, so I assume that works in real life as well. So there's that. Let's kill Isaac now. Let's just have a dry baby, and have the dry baby just block everything. Because the dry baby's not that good when you move around, and that's why I like to stand still. That's actually my preferred method of play. I'm glad that one of those beams randomly hit me, because there was literally nothing I could do about that. There was just no way I could have dodged that, because that's an instant hit attack, you stupid game! I could have dodged those tears. I definitely could have dodged those tears, but I didn't. And that is because I'm not very good. But I think I had bloody right, so I think I actually deal more damage because of it. And that was the strategy behind that idea in this entire time, yeah? Yeah. That was the strategy. In case you were wondering, it was the strategy. That's what happened. That's actually what happened, so don't question that. Accept it into your life. Believe in me. I know what I'm saying. Let's get some good items. 6 hearts, I don't know. I don't really like it. I'll be honest. Not really a fan. What do we have? That's triple shots. That's Tech 1, which is not bad. But, that's a D6. Whoops, I'm cheating. Because I don't really want to die. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, I accidentally picked up that thing. Got the bean again. And yeah, we got the D6 instead now. I don't know. The rule set, right? The one I made up myself. I'm kind of bored of it. I feel like it's more just restricting fun. And also, I want to get Platinum God one of these years. So, I kind of, if I see a D6, I'm sort of tempted to just take it. Really, I'm sort of just tempted to just grab it. Just grabby, because I want it. I want progress to be made, and if I don't take these things, then we're never gonna get anywhere. And that's bad. I don't want bad things no more. I'm done with the bad parts of life. We're going into the good times now. Yeah, I didn't really like that room. I don't really like the prospect of a big room either, that's why I'm going in this direction. And that took me to the haunt, so is it really better? I mean, not really, because it's a dead end, really. That's really the main bad part about this. The haunt's not that bad, but the dead end is kind of blitz. The haunt doesn't really do a whole lot anymore. 48-hour energy. I will probably end up using you. Oh my god, why? Why are you both jumping? Are you friggin' serious, dog? What is wrong with you guys? Just continuously... Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, just bounce off of each other like a bunch of mad pieces of pinball machines. I don't like this run anymore. This run's gonna die. I'm a little bit worried about this. If we're gonna fight more rooms like this, that's not good. That's not good at all. Thank you, Relic, for being a part of my life. Because I rerolled the thing, because I was scared I was gonna die, and I probably would have had it not been for the Relic. Because the Relic's pretty good. It spawns so hard every now and then when you clear a room, and that's kinda nice. Come on, Relic, be my friend. Relic. Come on, Relic. Do the thing. I'm waiting with using this 48-hour energy until, like, I've charged the thing up entirely once before, because it seems like a pretty good idea to do that. Seems like a pretty good idea to do that. Pretty sure I killed Lust just now, so I'm gonna clear these guys out. Kinda wanna kill green guy dude last, but he is being a bit of an issue. And then I get hit by Envy again. This is actually punishable by death, how much I've actually gotten hit by Envy this run. Especially in a room like this. In a room like this, which is about the size of Jupiter in Isaac Land. I don't really know how Jupiter compares to this room, really. Because I don't really know how big these rooms are. Maybe Isaac's actually just massive. Maybe every room is the size of Jupiter. But I'm going to assume that's not the case. I'm going to make the assumption that that's probably not the case, actually. And yeah. But yeah, that room's pretty big. And then I got hit by Envy, and that's just kind of sad. That's kind of good, but it does give you red hearts as well. I don't know. Ugh, that's a tricky one. That's actually a tricky one. I don't know what to do with that. Also, why do rocks appear when you leave and re-enter this room? Why is that a thing that happens? That is a strange one. Strange phenomenal. Phenomenal. Do you ever just hear one of those words where it's like, I don't think this is a real word, but it is. Like phenomenon? It sounds like the, like that advertisement for biscuits. The advertisement that I think may have only ever appeared in the Netherlands, because I think the actual thing was like based on the Muppets, but the only thing I remember it of is like an advertisement for biscuits, because that's how I live life. I remember only the advertisements and not actually any high points of my life, and therefore biscuits. Well, actually biscuit advertisements are always pretty great because you get to see biscuits. So, you know, there's that. There's that to consider. I mean, I can't re-roll that. That's too good. None of these things I can actually re-roll ever again. I have this 48-hour energy and I don't know what to do with it. I genuinely have no idea what to do with it because all the items we're getting are just too good. How am I supposed to re-roll if everything we're getting is just too damn great? I don't know how to live this life. I don't know. Get that? Well, I can re-roll that, but I'll just clear out a couple of rooms first, I suppose. I might as well. Yay, it's two of you again. Good. Lovely. Let's hope your brimstone attack goes into space again, just like last time. That would be great. Yeah, well, he tried, but he miserably failed. And let's not take the damage. And we have done so. We have survived another day, and now we can keep going. I got a little bit of a fright when he got so close. He did. He got very close, and it bothered me on the level you can't realize. On a level you can't realize. When are we gonna get Dad's key? Because it's about time, I think. I think it's about time that we get Dad's key, really. And I want it to be so now. I want it to be the case. I want it to be the experience that we deserve. I don't want you. I kind of want you, but not that much. Yeah, I want that a lot. So, yeah. There's that. Didn't mean to pick up that battery, I suppose, but it's too late for that now. But can we get Dad's key somewhere along the line? But yeah, we've basically won now because D6. That we totally got at the beginning of this run, by the way. We got the D6 really early on, if I recall correctly. That is a thing that happened. Yeah. I mean, that item's good, but I kind of want the thing. The thingy thing. Any of the items we don't have yet, I guess. So I didn't reroll it. I rerolled it because of that. And just lies upon lies upon lies. I didn't reroll that thing at all. What are you talking about? That didn't happen. I didn't use the D6 there. What are you? Shut up. Yeah. Why are you guys accusing me? Why are you accusing me of all these heinous crimes? Why? Why? Why, guys? Why? Why are you doing this? Yeah, why? And I will continue to speak like that until the run is over. I hope everyone's looking forward to that sound. Why? Just for like another 5 minutes or however long this is going to take. It probably won't take that long anymore. But we might be able to re-roll our item one more time at least. Like that. We can re-roll that quarter one more time. Hopefully. Unless this room's empty and then we reach our boss. Nope. We can re-roll it at least one more time because the blue baby will at least give us one more charge. So even if all the remaining rooms are empty, we can at least re-roll it one more time. That would be lovely. Oh god, why? And we can re-roll that as well, and I probably actually want to re-roll that more than the quarter, even though the quarter is actually useless right now. Literally does nothing. But it's still less scary to use than that. I also sort of tempted to re-roll Charm the Vampire, because it actually also does nothing, but still not the Scapegoat though. Like the Scapegoat's a whole new level of horribleness, so there is that, I suppose. I'm just gonna rub into the enemy for a while. We definitely would have died had I not taken the D6 with the damage I took, but that's okay though. We got ourselves away for effect because of reasons and things, and we gonna survive this run because I'm a big old cheaty pants. I'm a big old cheaty pants, that's what I am. I break my own rules, I'm a rebel to my own cause. What does that even mean? I'm specifically re-rolling that item just because I hate it that much. I went out of my way not to re-roll Charm of the Vampire. Just to do that instead. We look great though. Look at how great we look right now. We got little arms, our little lobster hands, our little skull head, candle on our head, wearing some weird tutu thing from the look of thing. I'm not really sure what that is, but sure, I guess. Look at that. We are just beautiful. Little brim happy bappy. There we go. I'm a big old cheater. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care that I cheated my way to this victory. Because I definitely would have died had I not. And that's my excuse. If you want to win, and it looks like you're losing, cheat. And you might win anyway. That's the moral of today's story. It is cheating. Whatever I was talking about that one time with the charity thing, and that entire tangent during the caves, because I quite genuinely turned off my mind during that. I don't remember a single part of what I actually said during that. I'm actually trying to have like remember what I was saying during that, and I just genuinely have no idea. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.